Energy is the ability to cause change, and we can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. And the energy is here now, and we're noticing the change. And when we see back-to-back days, we see a new earth. And today it brings us to Epiphany, a sudden manifestation or perception of the essential nature or meaning of something in life. We're at an epiphany today. Hello, Light Warriors. It's good to see you all. Good rising. It's nice to see everyone. And we're noticing that we have a change in the Schumann Resonance. And I just spoke about this yesterday, where in the past, we never reached these levels, and it's now becoming very normal. Like I look at the chart and we see 300. It's just 300. But if we reflect back a year ago, the all-time high of 170 is like nothing now. So something that would have been so big and so different, if we reflect back a year ago, is now becoming very normal. Look at how many surges off the charts we've had in a little over a month. So we're noticing a change, and we're noticing this in the energy. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about seeing this on back-to-back days, what it means for the collective, what we're all going through, and the epiphanies that the collective is going to have. Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. We're noticing the change in the Schumann Resonance, and on back-to-back days, we're seeing surges that go off the chart, and again, hitting power 300. And this was not normal a year ago, but now in these new energies, we're seeing that it really is normal at this time. And we're seeing a complete change and a rise in the frequency of the planet. Many people, like Dolores Cannon, spoke about this time period, that this will be the first time an entire planet will change frequency. And this is kind of like the greatest show in the universe right now. But collectively, the entire planet, our entire world, reality, this realm, is raising its frequency. And it's happening all at once. And this is something that has never been done before. Dolores Cannon spoke about this time period, and we're seeing now synchronicities in the word that was spoken about this time in the past. Future proves past. There are no such things as coincidences, only synchronicities. So we could take this scientific evidence and we could see all that was spoken about this time, Revelation, the apocalypse, a great revealing. And we're seeing it all come together during this time period, during this shift right now. And we're shifting to the 5D Earth. So you might also be feeling a lot of symptoms from these energies right now. And we spoke a little bit about them yesterday. And you might be seeing some of the same. You might start to see changes in your symptoms, but one that has remained is the extreme thirst, the extreme requirement to hydrate. I feel that my hunger level, and maybe this resonates with you, I don't really have the urge to eat as much as I normally do. However, I do have the urge to drink and hydrate. So when we're standing back and we're looking at this time period, if we're listening to our physical body, if we're seeing what's happening, we can see that there is an incredible amount of energy here, and this energy can be causing an epiphany. When we look at the Schumann resonance and we know that it is connected to human brain waves, we're seeing the expansion of human consciousness. And we're all changing right now. And you might be experiencing this need to hydrate. Water is the most energy conductive material. And right now, we're all changing. And as we go through this change, this energy resonates within our DNA. 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. We're seeing this energy shown in the Schumann resonance. We might not be able to perceive this energy because it's out of the visible light spectrum, but it is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. We have all been evolving. This is our evolutionary journey. And this has been done within the DNA. And a process is occurring. Cellular upregulation. The increase in the quantity of a cellular component, such as RNA or protein, in response to external stimulus. The external stimulus is coming from the energies that are entering our world. We see these energies in the Schumann resonance. We all go through this cellular upregulation when we have an external stimulus like this electromagnetic energy that's coming in. Somebody has to put it all together, right? And that's why I'm here. We're all changing right now. Our consciousness is expanding. We are upgrading. We are becoming who we came here to be. We're remembering a little bit about ourselves during this process, and we're remembering that we are infinite beings that have come here for the event, for this time period, for this shift in our world. And many subconscious programs kept everyone in a box of limiting beliefs. But now we're seeing clearly, and this energy is coming in. The entire planet, the entire world, the entire realm is shifting frequencies. So everything is going to change, and we ourselves are living in this ether. So this energy is going to affect us. It's going to affect human consciousness. It's going to affect our inner world, what's happening inside the body. And now it's going to reflect what we experience outside the body. But many of you might be experiencing ascension symptoms, and you might be experiencing synchronicities. Right now, during this time period, we're experiencing the unknown. A lot of people have anxiety. Anxiety comes from fear of the future. And on my journey yesterday, because the universe has to give me certain things so that I can transmute it and share it with all of you. It's not so easy of a ride, so you know. But yesterday, I went through an experience, and this experience is reflected to the collective. And I'm here to transmute these pains and energies so that I could help give guidance to what is actually happening on the planet. So yesterday in the gym, I pulled my shoulder pretty bad, and I felt a pull that I've never felt in my life before. And during this moment, I had incredible fear because I didn't know if maybe I hurt myself or tore my muscle or tore something. So I had fear and panic because I didn't know what the answer was at the time. So I dealt with what I had to deal with, and I was able to come to the conclusion that it was just a bad pull, and I'll have to deal with a little bit of pain, and I can't really move my arm like I want to, but I know it's not such a big deal. So the moral of the story is we're going through an experience right now that it's not as bad as it seems. It might seem a lot worse. I just went through this experience and I'm sharing it with you so we can reflect this in our world. We're going through an experience and it's not as bad as it seems. It might seem very bad. You might have fear and panic, but it might be uncomfortable. It's kind of uncomfortable, but we're going to go through it. It might hold us back for a little bit of time, but then it's going to pass. It's not as bad as it seems. That's what we're all going through right now. It's not as bad as it seems. It might seem dark and scary, but we're going to come out of this with new sight, right? So sometimes when you say you get hurt and then you put things into perspective a little bit better. So as we go through this, we're all going to put things into perspective. A lot of us have gone through this in the previous year, right? So things were taken away from the people, freedoms were taken away from the people, and people began to look at life with a new perspective. They pushed away the material things. They pushed away the narcissistic programs, and they began to reconnect with family and friends and their health, physical and mental health. And they began to get tuned in with what authentically matters in life. All of the matrix programming is going to collapse. It has been collapsing, and it's going to collapse at an exponential rate. This is the event. The event is not only done on one specific day. The event is a shift of human consciousness. There is a time period. Sometimes we look at a day or a month, but maybe we need to look maybe in the past few years. So our world has maybe been a certain way for 2,000 years or more. Now we're seeing a shift. And when you look at it in the terms of 2,000 years, the shift is actually happening in a short period of time. We are the ones to build the new earth. And this is happening because we're evolving as we are alive. That's why this is our evolutionary journey. And the energies of the Schumann Resonance are helping this along. Your DNA is much more than what you were led to believe, dear one. And you're able to take back control of your physical vessel as we activate our DNA activation. If you stumbled across this message, you should check out my videos on DNA activation. But we should be conscious, especially during this time, to stay hydrated, because the water is going to help us during this time period. If you're just simply out in the sun, you could see that you're going to dehydrate normally. Think of a hot summer's day, and you need to hydrate more frequently than you normally would. We need to learn that the energies that are coming in are beyond the visible light spectrum. So you could still be inside your house and these energies pass through the walls. They pass through these walls. They get to you. You could run, but you can't hide. So it's still going to affect you. You might be getting this transmission right now, and you could see that you might have this urge to drink more and eat less. Always listen to your body, because your body is going to give you the answer. The people out there can't give you the answer, and neither can I, Light Warrior. I'm just here to guide. You have to give yourself your own answers. You have to listen to your body and what it calls you to eat or drink. especially during these time periods. We're seeing a new normal in the Schumann resonance. What was normal a year ago is not normal now. And this time was prophesized. This shift in our world, the entire planet, the entire realm is raising frequency as we speak. And we're not going back, we're going up to the fifth dimension. That becomes the 5D earth. The fifth dimension is not a place, yet a frequency. We're all changing frequencies. So as the time is past, we're changing on the inside, our world is changing on the outside. And we could see this evidence reflected in the Schumann resonance. So take the time during this process and ride the wave, because there's nothing that we could do about it. This energy's here. You can't hide from it inside your house, right? We're all within these energies, and it resonates in our DNA, and it's going to shift us and upgrade us. And we're becoming more of our authentic essence. We're becoming more of our authentic essence. And that's what we need. We need many different people to bring many different energies so that we can collectively raise the frequency of our world. And that's what we all are at our core, at our essence. We are the warriors of the rainbow of the Hopi prophecy. Future proves past. And this time period and these warriors of the rainbow are scattered strategically around the planet. We're already here, and we are everywhere. And we're here to anchor down the shift to the 5D earth. We all bring our unique gifts, our unique abilities for this shift. And as we shift, we're expanding human consciousness. We know the correlation with human brain waves and the Schumann resonance. And now we will have an epiphany. And that's what today represents. We're here, and we're here to change the frequency of the planet. When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people will come onto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and whom by their actions and deeds will make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. It's time to rise. 144,000. And so it is. All right, Light Warriors. How you all feeling? How was that one? Esther, thank you very much. I appreciate that. There's a lot of synchronicities right now. And when you become more in tune, we know that we're all experiencing something. There's energy themes, right? So energies can actually have a theme. And you might be experiencing a similar but yet different experience than maybe the people that are surrounding you. Like if you're close with certain friends, if you're close with your family, it could be your parents or your siblings. You might all be experiencing a similar energy theme, even though the situation is different because we're all different people. So something might be happening in your world, in your everyday life, and it has that theme. So right now, the theme is not as bad as it seems. So something might happen in your world that seems pretty bad, whatever it might be, but it's actually not so bad, and it's going to work out in the end. Melissa, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's my honor to do that. Angela, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's my honor to do that. And that's something that I experienced yesterday. I don't want to experience some of these things, but you know, sometimes, especially when we're stepping up, the universe has to give us signs and information, and a lot of times it doesn't come as spoken word. Like, there's not a little birdie that comes on my shoulder and tells me these things. Like Nikola Tesla, I am the observer, and I'm observing what's going on, and I'm processing it, and then I can share maybe what the energy theme is. Many people, if you fine tune your abilities, right, you might not be able to do these things right now, but you're all going to be able to do these things very soon. If I reflect back on my journey, you know, maybe 4 years ago, I didn't have the abilities to, you know, process things the way that I'm able to process them now. We're all changing. And that's why you always want to start new routines, new habits, and you build new neural pathways in your brain. That's called neuroplasticity. I've spoken about that a lot. Practice what you preach. So that's why you always want to do something. You should always do something every day, at least one thing to help you expand your consciousness, learn something new every day, and try to purposely do something different, something that you don't normally do, and switch it up. So having good routines is very important. It's very important, you know, to build things. Like for me, for example, I want to have that routine of making a video, making a message every day. That's a good routine. But then sometimes, say, I go to different locations or do under different formats, right? We all remember the first time I took the leap of faith to go live, and it developed new neural pathways. And now I have new abilities that I didn't have. Sometimes you might not believe in yourself, but you take the leap of faith, and then you will believe in yourself. And that authentically is the only person that has to believe in you. And that's how we have great things that were developed for our world, because people decided to take the leap of faith and do things that maybe, you know, are new and society might not understand them. So it's important to build these neural pathways and do different things. And if you're interested in neuroplasticity, I've done a few videos on that as well. But we're all able to develop these abilities. Yes, Elliot, I spoke about that in the 2021 video of everything that we should expect. And we should expect new technologies that could help heal our people. And we're learning that light and sound is able to heal us. And we could all, again, I like to make things simple for everyday life people. You know, sometimes I throw some science in there, right? But, you know, we all know how we feel on a beautiful sunny day. We're outside, we feel happy. We see our physical and mental health improve when we're out in the sunlight. And then some people, even myself, deal with seasonal depression. So sometimes in the wintertime, you're not as happy as you are in the summertime. So you want to be aware of the healing abilities. I actually just filmed, and I have prepared another video on the healing power of grounding. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I appreciate if you subscribe. And we're going to share that probably tomorrow, unless if something else happens and I was going to do it today, but I'm always on my feet now with all these energies. So I said, we have another Schumann 2 days in a row. I have to speak about that. So a lot of times on our journey, we have plans, but if we're going with the flow, we're able to maximize, be efficient, right? So I put that video on the side. I could post that message at any time, right now. We're in the now moment right now. We're in the now moment. And that's very relevant with the Schumann resonance. When I share about the Schumann resonance, and I feel that that's why, another reason why these videos are so world famous is because we're all in the now moment together. We're all experiencing these energies together. We're having ascension symptoms together. And then we collaborate with each other, and it brings us more comfort. We could see that other people are dealing with the same energies that we're dealing with. They might have similar ascension symptoms. So in the now moment, we're creating something new. But we should be conscious of the healing power of grounding. That's why a lot of times I go out in nature. And, you know, we just have to have a basic routine for these things. That's why the name of the channel is Our Everyday Lives. So we don't have to be so perfect and spiritual every moment of the day, but we can find good routines that will improve our physical and mental health, right? We could do, you know, certain 3D matrix things and, you know, go out and get in tune with nature. So, you know, as my Nana always said, there's a time for this and a time for that. And that is the power of authenticity. That's what my Nana taught me in just a short little phrase. And I carry that phrase with me my whole life. And that's how we need to be. We need to be authentic. And when you are authentic, you will be able to navigate this time period and these energies a lot more efficiently. So I hope this message was helpful for you. And we're seeing the expansion of human consciousness, which is an epiphany. We could have a sudden manifestation of beliefs, of truths that we never had before. And let's focus on the energy of epiphany, because that's what today represents. So if you're new to the channel and you just stumbled across this, if you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because if we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Every day we grow. So if this message resonates with you, I appreciate and I'm grateful for all of the people sharing this consciousness. Share this video with the hashtag Schumann Resonance. I'm Mr. Schumann Resonance now, right? Along with a lot of other things. But we should all be aware of the Schumann Resonance. We should all be aware of these electromagnetic energies that are beyond the visible light spectrum and how they affect our everyday life. And when we learn all these things, we can improve our physical health, our mental health, and our overall everyday life experience. And that's what I'm here to do. And then you guys pass it forward. We're all passing it forward. And that's how we create the 5D Earth. You're all the leaders of the 5D Earth in your own way. So I hope this was helpful. Please share this message. These electromagnetic energies, they come in, we're in them. There's nothing we could do about it. Does it matter, light warriors? Nah, you know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the Schumann resonance and this energy changing you and changing our world. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. We are the 144,000 warriors of the rainbow. We're here now. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. All right. Keep moving forward. Navigate these energies. Drink your alkaline water and fruits during this time period to get you going. Do what resonates with you. and keep sharing. And we're going to keep growing every single day. And if you're getting on the live right now and you missed the beginning when I get off, please watch the beginning. That's the meat and potatoes. If you're just stumbling across this when I go live, I do my little spiel in the beginning, and then we have overtime when I discuss a lot more things. So you get a lot of information in one video, right? Get a lot of information. I hope this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste. I'll see you all soon, Light Warriors. It's time for an epiphany. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. You all have a great day as well. It's going to be a great day. Yeah. All right, Light Warriors. I'll see you later.